Mardi Gras can sometimes be called Fat Tuesdays. When both of these are said, it refers to a carnival-type celebration. It starts on different days each year, but it always starts right after the celebration of Epiphany, and it continues all the way until Ash Wednesday each year. After listening to my speech today, my hope is that people will understand the real reasons behind Mardi Gras and are able to look at it for what it is, and that it is not just a big celebration where some people end up drinking and partying a lot. In my speech today, I will discuss the history of Mardi Gras, the celebrations that happened in Mardi Gras, and the ways that different religions celebrate Mardi Gras. First, I will explain the history of Mardi Gras and the exact reasons it started. According to www.louisianafolklife.org, the existence of Mardi Gras started in Louisiana and can be dated all the way back to 1699. It is believed that an explorer and his men rested on the river that day. This day has now become Mardi Gras. By the time Louisiana became part of American territory, Mardi Gras had become a very popular celebration. This proves to me and anyone else that is wondering that Mardi Gras is something that has been celebrated and happened for a very long time. As Mardi Gras grew in population, it became something that was celebrated by not just people from Louisiana, but people from all over the country. According to www.louisianafolklife.org, by the second half of the 19th century, lots of people traveled to Louisiana to celebrate Mardi Gras there. The number of people grew each year. People had caught on to the idea of Mardi Gras as a whole, and they started to become more willing to make a trip to where the celebration originates. Most people that make the trip are always happy they did. Second, I will talk about the celebrations that happened during Mardi Gras. According to 64parishes.org, Mardi Gras is celebrated by costumes, crews, floats, flambeaux, parades, and masked ballers. This is just some of the things that are sometimes used to celebrate Mardi Gras. African American people also have been known to celebrate Mardi Gras a little differently. According to 64parishes.org, African Americans have their own carnival institutions that have been developed. Some African American groups, such as the Original Illinois Parish, the exclusive Old Line Cruise, and other African American groups, have all developed their own unique ways of celebrating Mardi Gras. The reason I feel like this has happened is because of segregation in America during some of these times. I feel like the African American people had to adjust to the way and things that were thrown in their life and live their life the way they knew how to still celebrate it like other people in America. The third thing I will talk about is the way that different religions celebrate Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is first linked to Christianity. According to RCE.org, this may come as a surprise to some, but Mardi Gras is long linked to Christianity. The earliest record came from the tribe that welcomed the arrival of spring, a renewed time of life. This idea can be surprising in today's time because in today's time a lot of drinking and partying is linked to Mardi Gras as a whole. Another religion that celebrates Mardi Gras a lot like Christians but different in their own way is the Romans. Also, according to REC.org, the Romans have similar celebrations as Christians, and most of the modern celebrations are the same. The Romans have deemed Mass, being dressed in costumes, and indulging in sexual activity as something that is not a desire to them and the gods above. Bacchus, which is a god of wine, and Venus is a god of love, have deemed all these activities as something that is not okay. The masks and costumes are used as disguises to be able to allow sexual liberties that are not normally allowed to still happen. This is showing that some people still had to go through great lengths to still be able to celebrate Mardi Gras. I find it very interesting that two different religions celebrate Mardi Gras so similarly when their religion practices were so different. Mardi Gras is full of many celebrations that date back many years. The overall history of Mardi Gras has an important role in the way that different religions were allowed to celebrate Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is celebrated in many different ways, and that can change depending on a person's race and religion. Mardi Gras is a celebration that dates back many years, and it also has a lot of information that goes along with it. I hope by my speech today that the listeners are now able to understand Mardi Gras on a deeper level.